All right, everyone. So I want to just give you a quick, brief update. I'm trying to change it up and give you create shorter videos. So today, all I really did, well, right when I woke up, I actually got a phone call from an old client. I had got her signed up with a home health care policy, only to have her call me this morning. Mind you, it had been over a year since I had talked to her, but she called me this morning, right when I woke up, actually, right after I woke up. And she goes, "Hey, you're my agent. I bought a home health care policy from you. I also have 2 others. I have a dental vision plan, and I have a Medicare Advantage plan. I'm trying to work on my spend down so I can keep my full Medicaid benefits." But then she found out that she also had a cancer and a heart plan, and she found out those didn't count towards her spend down. So she was very upset about that. But she wants to go back to work and start working again. And so she's thinking about maybe just trying to get off of Medicaid. And to top it all off, she has MS, multiple sclerosis, for those of you that don't know what MS is. So it's just a very complex case. And I'm not entirely 100% sure what types of plans qualify for a spend down, which types don't. I know there's a lot of, you can pay off debt and get a very small life insurance policy to help pay off the debt. You can also add on an addition to your house to make it more accessible. Also adding a bedroom to the first floor or redoing a bathroom. A lot of creative things that comes with Medicaid spend downs. So essentially she has to spend down her money so that she does continue to get full Medicaid benefits. But that's a graded level when you're on Medicare. There's Medicaid for those that just need help paying for their Part B premium, which at the time of this video is $144.60 every month. I believe that's right. As of right now, in 2020, changes, goes up every year a little bit. But then there's also a different level where it helps pay for prescription drug benefits. Then there's full Medicaid, where it basically pays for everything. So it's a very complex case. I definitely need to outsource and reach out to a couple people and ask them several questions regarding this case, because it's just a really weird situation. But then, so that was right when I woke up. And then not too long after I woke up, I had my Wednesday, this shows you that I slept in a little bit, damn it. I had my Wednesday lunch networking group. We went on Zoom. It's the first week this group went on Zoom, and my first time ever doing Zoom. I hate it. I hate all this Zoom nonsense. Let's just get a big phone conference call going on, so that way we don't all have to pretend we're getting dressed somewhat nicely and getting ready for the day. I was literally wearing this with gym shorts just because people couldn't see what I was wearing for pants, obviously. I saw some memes earlier, me during all my networking Zoom meetings and someone a full-on suit, in their underwear and their boxers. And I thought that was funny. But so that was good. We talked about how the coronavirus quarantine is affecting us and our businesses in particular. We have a roofer in that group, a PNC agent, an accountant that helps people with their taxes, health insurance. This guy right here, health insurance. If you guys didn't know, I do health insurance. But we have a hodgepodge of different industries. And so it was it was interesting to see how the quarantine and this pandemic is impacting everyone individually and everyone's businesses. Then after that, I had a call. I was supposed to have a call at 1:30 to help a lady finish enrolling in a dental vision plan for her family, as well as a full ACA plan. I forget the situation. I think she just got laid off. I can't remember, but she qualified for a special enrollment period. She ghosted me. I called her at 1:30. she didn't answer, so I didn't leave a message. Called her back at 1:45 and gave her 15 minutes in case she was dealing with the kids or out running late in traffic, even though there isn't really traffic. I don't know. Gave her a 15-minute window. Tried calling her back again and left a voicemail that time saying, hey, let's find a time to reschedule, I guess. So that was pretty frustrating. I always hate being ghosted. Being ghosted is the biggest pet peeve that I have. I don't understand the logic behind someone thinking it's okay to just ignore someone, especially when you can see people. This didn't happen with this lady. Actually, I think it might have. I think she has her read receipts on. But those with iPhones that have read receipts, Facebook Messenger, you can see when people read the message, and LinkedIn defaults to being able to see if someone has read your message. And people just still read it and don't respond. And I'm just like, that is so rude, but that's become normal. I don't understand, why has ghosting become normal? Maybe that's the title for this video. I don't know. But it's very frustrating. Then after that, though, I helped a good buddy of mine. He's actually currently in one of the 2 financial advisor spots for Crazy Sock Crew. I helped, almost dropped my phone there. That would be on concrete, probably. That's not good. But I had about a 45-minute conversation with his father because his father's getting on Medicare soon. And I think that, I know that he's going to need to make some decisions. But we needed to, again, he was in a weird situation. I always get the worst clients, man. I always get the most complex cases, which leaves things interesting for me, I guess. I'm always learning. But he has been a government employee his whole life, basically. So he needed to outweigh sticking with his grandfathered employer plan into Medicare age, past 65, maybe a couple years, because it's pretty decent coverage. He needed to essentially get a cost breakdown of sticking with that plan versus going the MedSup route or looking into MAPDs. And so I just kind of explained pros and cons of different scenarios and helped stomp out some numbers and give him a better idea financially what things would look like being on Medicare, because he didn't know the Medicare costs really. But he's thinking about delaying his Part B and just keeping his employer coverage. However, I needed more information from him, which is usually how those conversations end up going. He doesn't know anything really about his current plan, his awesome grandfathered plan through work. And I need to know what the deductible is on that, what the max out of pocket is. Really those 2 things. Copays don't matter too much. But I needed to know those before making a recommendation, I guess. Not making a recommendation, but just I needed to know those before breaking down the comparison. Obviously, I can't say, well, here's your max out of pocket with this plan on Medicare compared to your current max out of pocket, with this scenario with a colon cancer removal or whatever, like as some sort of scenario. I can't show you those numbers without knowing information about your current plan, and no one knows information about their current plan. So that's always my toughest job, is getting people to be disciplined and to figure out what their current setup is so they can accurately compare it to a potential change, like Medicare. And after that phone call, that's when I decided to go to the grocery store, grab some stuff, and take some stuff over to my girlfriend. I just dropped some stuff off of my girlfriend's. I stopped by the grocery store and got her a rose. I brought her my thermometer from home because everyone was sold out of thermometers. And I brought her the little pad things to go with the thermometer. You guys know what I mean. The little probe things, I think is the technical term. And then I also picked her up some gluten-free bagels, a gluten-free pizza, and some Tootsie Roll bites, which are like already out of their wrapper and just very easy to eat, it looked like. So yeah, stopped by the store and then dropped some stuff off for her because she's not feeling well. Someone at her work apparently went home on Monday because she had a fever and wasn't feeling well. And those are the signs of the coronavirus, of course. So hopefully she does not have the coronavirus. Then also, more hopefully, my girlfriend does not have the coronavirus from her. So that took about 45 minutes. I'm always out helping her. What is going on, gang? It is your favorite millennial broker. I'm trying to use that term. I stole it from my one-to-one yesterday. But it's your favorite health insurance broker, at least. Back here, wanting to give you guys another kind of quick glimpse into an actual real-life case example. I want to give a breakdown for this family out in small town Nebraska and show you kind of the setup that I recommend for them. Real quick before I turn you around and show you the numbers and the plan setup, these guys are a family that makes too much income, so they do not qualify for any sort of tax subsidy through the marketplace. And a base marketplace plan for them started at over $2,000. And for really good coverage, I can get them down to just under $900, which is amazing to see. I'm a miracle worker out here just saving people thousands of dollars a year. Don't mind me. Alright, so here's the breakdown, guys. I guess I'm going to give free advertising to Westgate Bank because they provided me with an awesome notepad. But nonetheless, telehealth plan, I always include it in every package now, especially obviously since the coronavirus outbreak, and especially for those who live in more rural towns, just because it could save you honestly a day trip sometimes to certain doctors or facilities. So telehealth is a must. And again, this is a family of 3 out in, I think it was Ainsworth, Nebraska, very far away. Brown County, I know. So telehealth. Then I recommend a MEC plan that gives the family preventative care coverage along with true prescription drug coverage. And there are 2 levels for that. The higher level, of course, also pays for specialist visits, whereas the $183 a month option for the family only allows extra doctor visits above preventative care, obviously, for regular doctor visits. And I think for the extra $50 a month, it's a no-brainer to add in specialist coverage, especially because as we go down here, you will see doctor and specialist coverage is not very well covered in the base plan, which is in fact a short-term medical plan. With that, I kind of went backwards just because of the way the quoting tool works. But so the co-insurance max out of pocket on this plan is $5,000. The co-insurance itself is 20%. Any co-pays for specialist or PCP, which is primary care physician, is $50 a visit. Limited to 3 visits a year though. So as you can see, that's why I really wanted to include this MEC plan that covers more doctor and specialist visit coverage. Maximum policy coverage, $2 million. That's pretty standard. Usually plans are $1 million actually, but no one's ever going to hit either of those on these plans. Oh, I shouldn't say no one. I'm sure it's happened. But then the deductible, which of course impacts the premium the most out of any of these things. The deductible impacts your monthly cost way more than your max coverage, your co-pays, your co-insurance, and your max out-of-pocket. So if the family wanted a very good deductible of $2,500, which is actually below the national average for deductible, I think that's like almost up to $5,000 for the national average. And again, these are per person, so $2,500 deductible per person with the family of 3 puts them right at $626 a month. If they want to double that to $5,000 to be more on par with the national average deductible, then it's just over $500 a month, again for just this part of the plan. And then if they want to go up to a high deductible plan, well, higher deductible plan, then you'd see just over $400 a month. And when you combine all 3, meaning the telehealth, the MEC plan, and the short-term medical plan, if you get the best deductible, aka the lowest deductible, it'd come out to $8.88 a month for the family of 3, which I thought was pretty funny. Should have been 88 cents. Whatever. Option 2 with the $5,000 deductible, more of the, I would call it traditional insurance setup, is $765 a month. And then with the high deductible plan, they would be looking at $670 a month. And once again, the not even a similar plan, the lowest plan, the cheapest plan, which is much worse coverage on the marketplace, starts at over $2,000. So they can get some phenomenal coverage, this family, for under $900, and that is amazing. That's the power of capitalism and private insurance markets. I should also let you guys know those numbers were for that family of 3, but the adults, the 2 parents, are both 54 years old, I think it was, and the quote child is 22 years old. So not bad rates. This quarantine hasn't changed shit for me. Still eating healthy, still not watching Netflix, still not playing many video games, still working 12 plus hours every day, still networking. Although networking has changed to more digital, obviously. A lot of Zoom calls, which is fine, I guess. A lot of Facebook posts, a lot of LinkedIn posts. Nothing's changed. I keep grinding. Still working out. I've always worked out at home. Continue to do so. Still doing therapy for my elbow, although more at home now instead of in person. They're dialing back the number of in-person visits. I don't know. A lot of people are going to take this coronavirus thing as an opportunity. But unfortunately, an opportunity for the wrong reason. They're going to take it as an opportunity to be lazy, to finish watching a show, to finish beating that video game. I'm doing the opposite, man. I'm catching up on Project 402 videos, on 402 clips. I'm catching up on reading. I have more time to work out and exercise and stretch my elbow. Still healing, obviously. Man, I love it. People's true colors are showing. It's showing who's a real hustler and who's just been faking it. Who's been milking the good times, the good economy, the nice cushy job. This will show people's true colors, man. This quarantine. I love it. Okay, vlog. It's 11 o'clock on the nose. I'm out of breath. Just worked out for an hour. Here's my time to be vulnerable with you, though. I did not, in fact, do abs. It's not that I'm too lazy, but I wanted to cut it. Doing abs would take an extra 10 minutes. So I wanted to cut my workout a little short so I could shower real quick and then have some time to read. I need to make sure that I read more of Seven Habits before I go to bed tonight. It's 11:30. I just got out of the shower, clearly. I shaved. Fun fact about me, I shave while I'm in the shower. That's why it's not always that good. But then I usually touch it up afterwards. But yeah, I shave in the shower without a mirror. People think I'm really weird for doing that. Oh well. It's 11:30, like I said. I'm about to say goodnight to the girlfriend. Then I'm going to read. I'm going to finish my current chapter in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, then head to bed. So I'll actually just wrap it up here. Thank you all for watching this episode of Broker Tapes. My arm's shaking. I don't know if you can see the camera shaking. My legs are jello. I feel like I got a good workout in, which is awesome. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and staying with me along my journey. See you all tomorrow.